Hello, everyone. Welcome to 2D Board Gamers. My name is Dave, and today we're going to take a look at my top 5 Justice cards for Marvel Champions. Now, at the time of this recording, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. hasn't come out yet, and Nick Fury, one of the two heroes, comes in Justice and has quite a few Justice cards. So one of those could become in my top 5. We'll have to see. But at this time, anyways, these are my top 5 cards when I think of playing Justice. These are cards that I consider. Number 5 is Sense of Justice. It's a 2 cost upgrade. It's a skill. Play under any player's control, max 1 per player. Resource, exhaust Sense of Justice. Generate a mental resource for a thwart event. Now, this works great for hero thwart events, but also justice thwart events, like for Justice, which is a 2 cost event. Thwart, hero action, thwart, remove 3 threats from a scheme, 4 threat instead if you paid for this card using a mental resource. Well, Sense of Justice generates a mental resource, so you would get to remove 4 threat instead of 3 threat with 4 justice. So that's pretty good. My number 4 is Jessica Jones. She's a 3 cost ally, 1 thwart, 2 attack, 3 hit points. She's a defender. Jessica Jones gets +1 thwart for each side scheme in play. Now, she can whiff, I guess, in a scenario that doesn't have a lot of side schemes, but when you have a lot of side schemes in play, or player side schemes for that matter, will help her now. Then she is really good, and I put her in pretty much every single ju- um, Justice deck. Even if I'm kind of trying to do a tribal thing, I might include Jessica Jones as well. So Jessica Jones is my number 4. Number 3 is Overwatch. It's a 0 cost upgrade attached to a scheme, max 1 per scheme. When any amount of threat is removed from attached scheme by a thwart, discard this card, remove an equal amount of threat from a different scheme. Now, Overwatch can suffer the same problem that Jessica Jones has if there's not a lot of side schemes, but of course, the solution to that is you have player side schemes, and then this card works great. So, my number 3 is Overwatch. Now, my number 2 is One Way or Another. It's a 0 cost event, max 1 per round. Hero actions, search the encounter deck for a side scheme, reveal that side scheme, draw 3 cards, shuffle the encounter deck. Now, the trick to this card is that whatever side scheme you get out, ideally you can defeat it with what's already in your hand, or you're pretty sure you can defeat the side scheme with the cards you draw. Because if you put out a pretty annoying side scheme and make the game worse for, especially multiplayer, um, then you're really you're hurting the team for you to draw 3 cards, and that's not good. And that's really my problem when Dirk plays this card is he's not always careful to make sure that he can deal with the problem. So anyone who's seen our channel knows that I complain sometimes when Dirk plays this card because I feel he's a little too reckless with it. But anyways, I still really like this card. So my number 2 is One Way or Another. And my number 1 is Under Surveillance. It's a 2 cost upgrade. It's a condition attached to the main scheme, max 1 per scheme. Increase the target threat value of the attached scheme by 4. Now, this is amazing in solo, I think, because it can buy you 4 more turns, if the main scheme adds 1 per turn. But even in multiplayer, when I play 2 and 3 players, this increases the threshold, which is very good. Um, because there's who doesn't mind having a little bit more time to prevent the main scheme from um, advancing? Because the stage 2 of the main schemes are usually worse than stage 1, and in some cases, when stage 1 advances, you lose the game. So this just extends your time a little bit. So that's really good. So these are my top 5 Justice cards that I include in pretty much almost every Justice deck that I play, with the exceptions of, Overwatch and Jessica Jones if you're playing a game that doesn't have a lot of schemes. But even then, I'm probably going to use some player side schemes, so they still have some use. All right. Well, anyways, thank you for watching, everyone. Please like and subscribe and click the notification bell. Thank you.